Good afternoon, Farmington First Church family and friends. Pastor Anthony here. As we prepare to move forward with resuming in-person worship this upcoming Sunday, September 6th, I wanted to remind you of some important information before you would arrive. As the letter or the email you received indicated, we've had to assign Sundays for attendance. In order to maintain social distancing here in the sanctuary, we've had to limit our capacity to 50. With that being said, friends, as that letter indicated or that email indicated, those whose last names begin with A through E, you're invited to come for this first Sunday, September 6th. Those whose last names begin with F through J, you're invited to attend on the second Sunday, September 13th. Those whose last names begin with K through P, you're invited for the third Sunday, September 20th. And those whose last names begin R through Z, you're invited to be present for in-person worship on September 27th. Again, friends, we're going to ask that you would attend only on the Sunday that you've been assigned, and any other Sunday that you would continue to view us via our live stream. Friends, masks must be worn at all times as we move forward into in-person worship while you're here in the facility. If you have a medical condition or if you have some philosophical convictions that prohibit you from wearing a mask, we're going to ask that you would remain home and continue to watch the live stream of our worship services. When you enter the building off of Thomas Street, which is our main entry and exit point, the first stop you will make is at our resource table. Our resource table will have communion elements for you to pick up and bring with you into the sanctuary. They'll have extra masks if you should have happened to forgotten yours. They'll also have some hand sanitizer for you to use. After you've come from the resource table, the very next stop that you'll make is at our attendance station. We're asking everyone to make sure they stop at the attendance station so that we can have an accurate name of all those persons who are in the facility should an accidental exposure happen. We want to make sure that we're able to communicate with everyone who was in the building on that perspective or respective Sunday. After you've had a chance to register your attendance, our education committee has made some to-go bags for our kids. And so you can pick up that appropriate to-go bag for your children that you bring with you. You can bring those into the sanctuary with you, and they can work on them while they're here in the sanctuary, or you can choose to allow them to use your electronic device and tune into our virtual Sunday school. Either way, we have opportunities for our children to be a part of our worship as we come together for in-person worship again. After you've picked up the activity bags, the next thing we're going to ask that you would do is to place your offering, your contribution in one of three offering boxes. There's one in the lower level and two in the upper level. I ask that you would do that before worship. While we will have a time of offering during our worship service, we're no longer passing the offering plates. And so that won't be a time for you to get up and to go put that offering in. So you'll have the chance either before worship or after worship in order to put that physical offering in. If you're using electronic means, again, friends, you can use that at any point in time during the worship service, but we'll have a special time during the middle of worship for consecrating of our offering gifts. After you've had a chance to place your offering in one of those offering boxes, our restrooms are available for you, friends, but they're single occupancy only. And so there's signage on the door to allow you to know when someone's in the restroom and when the restroom is available. We're doing this, again, to maintain healthy and safety protocols so that no one is in the same space congregating within a short distance of time and space. It is an inconvenience, but friends, again, it's what we're doing to make sure that you are healthy and safe to the best of our abilities. After you've had a chance to place that offering in the collection plate, use a restroom, you arrive at the sanctuary doors. We're asked that you would stay there until the usher has come to seat you. Again, we're seating in the sanctuary starting from the front to the rear. Again, you're not going to be able to come in and just sit where you want to sit. We have a process in place. The ushers have been trained in which to do so. So please be patient and cooperate with the instructions of our ushers as they seat you from the front of the sanctuary to the rear of the sanctuary. As we move forward and engage in worship, you'll notice worship will be a little longer than it has been to this point. And the reason is that we're also incorporating some pieces that we haven't had in worship up to this point. We're going to be blessed to have Harvey Call playing for us live each and every Sunday. And so we're going to have instrumental music placed at various points throughout the service. And so that's going to take service a little longer, as well as incorporating our children's message back into our time of worship, and also communion, friends. We'll be able to celebrate communion together here in the sanctuary. Now, for those of you who will not be able to be present, we're going to celebrate communion each and every Sunday. So everyone will have a chance to be in the sanctuary celebrating communion together. If you remain at home watching via the live broadcast, you're still invited to celebrate communion with us as well. You simply need to go out, purchase the elements that you'll need for communion, whether that's pita bread, Hawaiian loaf, whatever bread you might choose, whether it's matzah, whatever you might choose to use, and grape juice. Bring those elements, have them present during the time of worship, so that as we come to our communal consecration of the elements, both those here that are in the sanctuary and those that will be in front of you will be able to partake of communion together. Friends, we will continue to take those prayer requests during the course of our worship experience in the comment section of our live broadcast. Friends, we're going to ask that you would continue to put those comments in that comment section. We'll have those tabulated and got together so that we can present those during our time of prayer. We're looking forward to resuming in-person worship again in the safest possible way. Friends, be mindful that as we move forward into this unprecedented time to do worship in a way that we're not accustomed to, that God is still present and that we will be able to join together in ways that we haven't been able to do since March. Be mindful, folks, to be patient, to be cooperative, and to be courteous and kind as we move forward in resuming in-person worship. You are a blessing from God. Now go be a blessing to someone else. Take care.